So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the maintenance area? Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Do you see the big construction screen to the right of the stage, the background here?
Why, yes, in fact, there was a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago, too. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest.
Exactly, Arnie. You cannot see past such screens. That is their purpose. Now let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Woo! Aha! Since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here. And for this vantage point, the witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop.
Oh my, but the screen would have been completely in the way.
That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point.
Youch!
Oh yeah, we got this fool in a Cobra Kai leg lock!
Order! Order! Mr. O'Connor, have you been live to this court?
The screen... Right. It must have slipped my mind. What? Are you telling me your Mr. James got something as literally as big as that? There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have, and the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have. Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already?
Will the witness now please restate what he remembers minus lapses of memory?
Heh, that's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen.
Objection!
You are testifying that our client was behind the stage? We need I remind this court the back of the stage is not visible from the front. To actually see our client from behind the stage side of the screen. What? The witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Youch!
Oh, the boy about to lose!
Nice one, Athena. Keep it up.
Objection!
Alright, golden boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. The truth? What truth? The fact that golden boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection!
But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
Objection!
On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think... something on the other side of the screen? Something high enough to see the stage? No, wait, this crane right here. But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before he found the body. It's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember, you promised. I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about? A promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell is using against him? And what's it got to do with going into the crane? Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds.
What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane?
The witness I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I operated that crane.
Hold it!
Actually, there just might be something that proves you did. What? If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day, too. Is this what you're thinking of, Athena? Oh! Yep, the court can see this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light.
That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that?
The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck.
Why, yes, you can see it right there. But then, are you saying you mean to...
Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. No, not a chance. That would be a blatant violation of my privacy.
You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Now let's see your neck. Guess I have no choice. What is that thing?
Oh my.
So where did you buy that neckband, if I might ask? I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? Heh, you're one irritating lady. Fine, I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment is no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school.
But when you factor in all the required testing and apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane?
Oh, about that. You see, I'm a genius, so, you know.
Objection!
What a gypsy. Let us dispense with this inane charade, golden boy. No, Prosecutor Blackwell, please don't. High school seniors are 19 at most. Thus, they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? No, don't, please! Actually, Golden Boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school. Wait, come again? Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right here. Ah! Yo! 25? You mean he's older than me?
A 25-year-old high school student?
Oh boy! I just love your problems. Oh.
Heh, a 7-year break. 7 years. I've just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take, and the genius kind, like people like me take.
Objection!
But a genius will quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further.
Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me?
Ugh! As long as the mat was used to move the body, Junie's going to be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait! You don't think... Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Sachs?
I've got it. I've got an amazing idea that'll turn the prosecution's claim on its head. Little conjecture has never stopped us before. Interesting. Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane too. The screen was in your way, so you wanted to move it. Then why, pray tell, is it still intact? I screwed up. I screwed up. That's easy. The witness changed his mind. Oh, okay. Let's think about this. You were using the crane to commute to school. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I'm out. Okay.
Objection!
Maybe they made a special... Oh, okay. Okay, we're out. Alright, alright. I know what to say now. I always screw this up, don't I? G-F-I-N-D-Y. Guilty, 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 guilty.
Guilty.
Try again. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like in the script, too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish. Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this? The witness is a licensed crane operator. He could have used it to move the body.
Oh, shoot!
Objection!
Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter. Say that this does not bode well for you. Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap? Heh, watch this. I can use a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity. I can never drive a crane with one hand. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex, it requires both hands. Now I would have the court look at this. Oh, please tell me that's a ketchup stain. You wish my hand was injured and required surgery? That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time. I have already verified this with the hospital treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say. So how did you hurt it? I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. 2 hands are required to operate the complex machinery such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by the crane. Now I'm the fool!